Howdy folks, Chris McBricker here. So as I said, I'm just going to have this upside down and work on the bottom for you. But there's something else I want to talk about first. And this is probably one of the few times you'll hear me say, you know what? You can click the link below before watching this video and always come back. Because you might want to hear this first. If you are a first time Whatnot user or not heard of Whatnot, it's the newest thing for buying Lego. Alright? And I just want to show off what it is I scored in the last week. That's come in the last week. It's been going on for 2 weeks. And yes, there is something there for me. If you're a first time Whatnot user, click the link below, get all set up. It's just like eBay and PayPal. And once you make a purchase, you will get a $10 credit back to your account. And I'll get a $10 coupon for bringing you in. And if you go into your profile, you can do the very same thing. This is like in beta stages. And people are utilizing it in ways you would not believe for Lego. Like, a lot of you are into CMS. This one guy, he did pick 2. And it was an auction. And every time it won at $3. So just as long as you maintain yourself and didn't get into the auction, everyone agreed $3. And it was like non-stop pick 2 all night long. $3. Like, these figurines, I haven't looked up their prices yet. You should check them out. So the first time you win, it's $4 for shipping. And the second time you win, it's like 25 cents, okay, for these CMFs. Now, they got giveaways, all right? I got this guy as a giveaway. Mr. Freeze with his suit. And this just came in the other day. I want to know how they do shipping like this so I can do stuff like this. I mean, how much does it cost to ship this for him? I'm sure they're making money on shipping too. I got that as a giveaway. Atlanta Brick Co. Hold on. This guy was actually so cool. He knew I wanted a Miss Piggy, and he didn't have it during the auction. But I guess his wife found it the next day. And he just threw it in for me. Like, these are good people. Really good people. You should see what I have coming in for the next week. Like, it's going to be hard to stay on my friend's build. But it's alright. You know what? I'm not here to show off. I'm just here to have fun with bricks. And my friend's build is fun with bricks. Like, okay, check this one out. Here's another auction I got on Whatnot. These were, you Star Wars fans should know this. There's the set number, 75199. I'm sorry I don't know the name of the tank. But without the figurines, I got this for $9. And I think it was like $5 for shipping. ABC, they have it listed, I think it was $99.99 each. Yeah, here's their price tag. So they're trying to liquidate their store at ABC. And it went on, that's how much it sold for. And these were looking a lot better before I got my hands on them. I've already been stripping parts off of it. It came with the sabers. I mean, that's a pretty good deal, $9. And then the last deal I got from him was the Harry Potter train. Here it is. This guy. Give me a second. That's not part of it. That's mine. Here's the engine. The car. The coal car. And the station. $30. understandably, how much Lego you get here, it costs $9. Okay, but the next thing, it was only going to be like 25 cents for shipping, unless I got something big like this. But they work on shipping. I mean, come on, it's ABC. Anyway, so if you haven't been on Whatnot yet, click the link below. It's hold on, I wrote this down because I didn't want to mess this up. Whatnot.com/invite/Chris McBricker. It's all one word. In case you're blind. I mean, we should think about people with special needs. You could just be sitting here listening to me instead of watching me. I've heard that happening to some people. But let me clear this mess off, and we'll get back to the brick. It's going to be a short video, and more likely you're not even watching still because you went and clicked that link. But yeah, all these figurines. I didn't pay anything more than $2 for one. Amazing deals. And there's not a lot of people out there. It's like, I can't buy it all. There's all that Lego. I can't buy it all. So why can't I share the deal? And why not get paid for it while doing it? And you get $10 too. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. Be careful on getting caught up in auctions because it's just like any other auction, all right? But you'll love it. Good deals. All right, back to the bricking. I put it backwards. It's alright. It don't really matter. So I left off of telling you I was going to put 50 bricks on the bottom, which I did. And I put in an additional 10 more. So I stopped there and just wanted to discuss what's going on, how you can make this even better, and what I did. Alright. Now, let's say if you're going to add more weight, you're going to want more brick underneath here. And I kept my brick close to where the walls are going to be, pressing down, so that way the weight transferred downwards. I'm still debating whether I should brought it in one more. I have a feeling I'm going to be working underneath here one more time. So we'll see what happens there. These guys are a great way to distribute weight. Freemasons would work with arches all the time. And when you use an inverted slope, you distribute more of the weight to focal points. So if you want to throw these in there, it's a great way to keep your set light. I believe there is close to 110 bricks between 2x2s, 2x4s, 2x6s, 2x8s, 2x10s, and I think I even saw a 2x12 in here somewhere. No, yeah, 2x12. So, I don't even know if these bricks should be counted in a mock, but it's in the mock. So, maybe. Alright. Now, this next part, I realized where complications may come up, but I wanted to point out these little discs. And I was planning on putting them on until I just now realized at this angle, I'm going to have to put one on every single one. The whole thing's going to have to be done that way. Now, the point of these discs were to be able to slide it on hard surfaces. Because when you have all these connections, they're not always going to be fully connected. Like this one's a little popping up, but I do have it upside down. That doesn't help. But there's going to be a little pop. And if you're sliding it on tables from one surface to another, it can catch and hit. So that's why Lego put this in. Not to mention it's a good connection piece too. But it's going to get very expensive if I were to do every block with this. That's not an option. A cheaper way to do that is 2 by whatever plates. And I probably won't care what color it is because I'll keep it on the inside. On the outside, I'm going to keep to the cobalt dark gray, but we'll see what has to be ordered and what's just going to be bricked flat. We'll try to add some art to it. Make it look sense why it's rised up. So we haven't got there yet. The Technic pen. Now this is probably where it's better if I did turn this around for you to see. Notice how I got stuff on the inside, and that's just to support it up. There's a lot of stress going on here on these plates. The way I'm holding it. You shouldn't do this on a normal basis with your Legos. You could break them. This is where that torque comes into play. If this was that reddish brown brick, it'd probably break just by sitting here. So, now the correct way to make a joint that locks, okay, by Lego, is to be using, today would be the blue pen. You might be able to get this in light cobalt gray, and we had them in light gray ourselves back in the 80s. And then it switched to this blue during the 90s. And this is the correct way. There's plenty of design sets that show this, but they just click in. The down part is that sometimes they'll pop out. Alright, so there's ways to fix that, but we're not going to worry about that too much. But the advantage is when this is clicked together, alright, it's going to add more stability. It's all unified. See? In fact, what I should have done is revamped it while I had it. So that's why I got this handful of parts over here. We'll keep it all on one side. Maybe we can try to make it look like a disco thing. Blue and gray. I don't know. That's far in the future, though. Right now, I'm just trying to keep it functional. And I can always change this once I have it right side up, too. I just want to put these in before I flipped it over so you can see the difference and how strong it is. Alright. I think for now we are done playing on the bottom. And as soon as I get these all to click in, there we go. And this will be a lot easier once this is laying flat correctly. Alright. And then I'm going to have to do a push down. So, alright. Let's get all the little parts out of the way. You want to be careful when you lift your MOCs too. Especially when they start getting to this big. Alright. As soon as you can, you can just spin it around. Alright. Notice I have a whole bunch of stuff on the inside. That was just for support. Once in a while, ideas will come out of me doing things like this, but I got better things to use this neon brick for the moment. But it served a good purpose. Sometimes you just need a dinker with bricks to get an idea. Still on the fence on this coral. The more I have it, the more it looks like pink. Alright. Just removing brick and trying to think of what else I can do during this video. I really talked about what I wanted to was whatnot. And if you haven't checked that out yet, Like, yeah, they really are doing giveaways. The shipping's free. They're just checking your credit card to make sure you're a real person. And then there's some auctioneers, what they'll do is do a second drawing where they'll number their packages 1 through 50. And they'll spin a wheel that says 1 through 50. And whoever's number gets picked, that winner gets an extra surprise. So you actually have to buy something to win that giveaway. But they also have giveaways where all you gotta do is just sit there and listen to them. Like that dog I was showing you. That auction, I didn't buy a thing. I was just hanging out in that room, and I entered the giveaway and I actually won it. And I was like, cool. And there's another giveaway that I got from ABC. That's coming in the mail probably tomorrow or the next day. And then there's something I found that was crazy cheap. The guy really gave me a lot of minifigs with it. We're gonna keep that in the closet for a moment. So yeah, there's plenty of future content, folks. But we'll just stay on this Friends build. Back to Friends. And I really have nothing to talk about it yet. I didn't really account for that, me not putting these in. Like, I got them all piled up, and then the moment I realized, I'm going to have to use so many of them, and it'd be easier to use flat plates. We'll come back to that. But I am liking all the new bricking I did underneath. Everything feels nice and solid. I'm not hearing a lot of crunch. And it should be. Now, you'll notice it still bends inwards like this. Just a little. But these walls aren't done yet, which that'll strengthen it once I finish it up here. And once the front is in, it won't bend inwards. Or I think it's going to be lighter if I make the front detachable. And then I'll have a support bar in case it needs to be moved without the front. That's probably the best idea for transportation. And for the front, when it's detachable, that's where I can place that elevator I was talking about. And on one side of the elevator, I'll put a rock wall. So you can have your figurines climbing on a rock wall. And there'll be the elevator on the other side. You can easily put it on the left side or the right side. Oops. Getting too happy with my hands here. Trying to be active. Trying to talk. Anyhow. Alright, folks, I hope I was entertaining. Sorry it's a short video. Like I said, this was a video that you could have just skipped and go straight to Whatnot. Get yourself $10, get me $10. And there's plenty of ways to sponsor me. I'm going to be needing a lighting kit for this, and I haven't done my homework on it yet. So if you're making lighting kits, check me out. Maybe you want to put your work in here, and I'll tag your name on it. And there's plenty of other ways to sponsor me too. So have a good one. That wasn't right. Keep on bricking.